The world's eyes are on the Pacific after U.S. warships surged into one of the most hotly contested regions on the planet. In a dramatic escalation, the United States Navy has deployed some of its most advanced warships to the South China Sea, a move that has sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles and military analysts alike. The sudden deployment comes on the heels of a dangerous maritime incident that has left the region on edge and the international community watching with bated breath. These disputed waters, marked by overlapping territorial claims and a history of tense encounters, have once again become the epicenter of global attention. Here's what you need to know about the latest flashpoint that's threatening to upend the fragile balance in the region. On August 11th, chaos erupted near the Scarborough Shoal, a tiny but strategically vital reef located just 10 miles off the coast of the Philippines. This area has long been a source of friction between China, the Philippines, and other Southeast Asian nations, but what happened this time was unprecedented. In a shocking turn of events, a Chinese Navy destroyer and a Chinese Coast Guard ship collided while both were in hot pursuit of a Philippine vessel. The collision was not just a minor scrape. It was a violent impact that underscored just how quickly things can spiral out of control in these crowded, contested waters. The Philippine ship, reportedly on a routine patrol, found itself caught between two much larger Chinese vessels, each maneuvering aggressively in an attempt to assert dominance over the area. The chase was fast, chaotic, and fraught with danger. Video footage captured the intensity of the confrontation, water cannons blasting across the decks, ships weaving and swerving at high speed, and crews scrambling to avoid disaster. The vessels came so close that a collision seemed almost inevitable, and then, it happened. The aftermath was dramatic. Both Chinese ships suffered serious damage to their hulls, with twisted metal and shattered equipment visible in the wake of the crash. Miraculously, there were no reported injuries, but the incident sent a clear message. The situation in the South China Sea is more volatile than ever. In response, the United States wasted no time. Just 2 days after the collision, the U.S. Navy dispatched the guided missile destroyer USS Higgins to the region, signaling a rapid and forceful reaction to the growing instability. Accompanying the Higgins was the USS Cincinnati, a state-of-the-art littoral combat ship designed for high-speed operations in contested waters. The arrival of these two warships was an unmistakable show of force, a message to both allies and adversaries that the U.S. is prepared to defend freedom of navigation and support its partners in the region. For the first time in years, American warships entered these tense waters in a direct response to Chinese actions, raising the stakes and increasing the risk of further confrontations. The presence of U.S. naval power in such a sensitive area is a reminder of how quickly local incidents can draw in global powers. Almost immediately, Chinese Navy ships began shadowing the American vessels, maintaining a close and watchful presence. The two sides maneuvered in a tense maritime ballet, each wary of making a move that could be misinterpreted as aggression. No shots have been fired so far, but the atmosphere is electric with tension. Military officers on both sides are on high alert, monitoring every move and preparing for any possible escalation. Why does this matter so much? And why is the world watching so closely? The South China Sea is far more than just a collection of disputed islands and reefs. It's a vital artery for global commerce, with over $3 trillion worth of goods passing through its shipping lanes every year. Oil, gas, electronics, and food supplies all transit these waters, making them essential to the world economy. Whoever controls these waters holds immense power over the flow of goods worldwide. That's why every incident, every standoff, and every deployment of military force in the South China Sea has ripple effects that reach far beyond the region itself. Beyond trade, the South China Sea is also rich in natural resources, oil, gas, and fisheries that are crucial for the economies of surrounding nations. The competition for these resources adds another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation. In the wake of the latest incident, U.S. allies like Japan and Australia have stepped up their calls for calm and restraint. At press conferences and diplomatic meetings, leaders from both countries have urged all parties to avoid provocative actions and to seek peaceful solutions through dialogue. Regional organizations like ASEAN are also scrambling to mediate, hoping to prevent a dangerous escalation that could draw in even more countries and destabilize the entire Asia-Pacific. But military analysts warn that the situation remains extremely fragile. With so many ships and aircraft operating in close proximity, even a minor miscalculation or technical error could trigger a much larger crisis, one that might be impossible to contain. As warships and fighter jets from multiple nations circle each other in these contested waters, the world is left wondering, what will happen next? Will cooler heads prevail, or are we on the brink of a new and dangerous chapter in the struggle for control of the South China Sea? The stakes could not be higher. With every passing day, the risk of miscalculation grows, and the consequences of a single mistake could be catastrophic, not just for the countries directly involved, but for the entire world. Behind the scenes, diplomats are working overtime to de-escalate the situation, but the path forward remains uncertain. Will diplomacy win out, or will military might determine the future of the region? We want to hear your thoughts. Is this just tough talk and posturing, or are we witnessing the opening moves of a much larger conflict? Let us know what you think in the comments below and stay tuned as we continue to follow this developing story.